Now, with the new constitution, which came into office, into effect on the 22nd of May 2013, we have now limited the terms of presidency, just 2 terms, 5 years. If you are able to have 2 terms, then the maximum a person can remain in office are 2 terms. But beyond that, the constitution forbids.
Do you give a pledge that you will abide by that?
Would like to entrench constitutionalism in Zimbabwe.
But will you abide by the 2 terms that you have introduced?
I will abide by that without any iota of resistance at all. Even if the people would love me to the hill, I will still go away because I believe constitutionalism is important. And in fact, you must give your people a chance to have other people come. 10 years is not a short period, in my view. In the past, we had no limit terms of leadership in the country. But the current constitution, which came into effect on the 22nd of May 2013, gives limits. Maximum is 2 terms for any president, and I'll abide by that.
So let's not count this term. Let's say you stand for election. Let's say you've got another term. You could be president for the next, 5, 10 years?
It's only 10 years. The first term will be 5 years. Then another term is for 5 years. If I win the elections, that's the basis of how one becomes leader.
Ndakataura kuti ini I'm a constitutionalist. Akambozvo? Zvinoreva kuti ndotevedza mutemo nebumbiro mutemo ndinolitevedza chaizvo. Zvakarezve ndino mumwe wakarinyora. Saka ava mutavo makuwana navo muchiti kuda shefa vangazowedzera makore aboda handiti. Ndine ndima yangu yandakapiwa nevanhu veziva kana yapera kuchaya mazotora ndima dzavowo wazviwa. Yes. So this question of having third term does not arise, especially under my watch now. I'm in my 2nd term and I already know the detrach and which have Vapachikar, not one 2028. So, Kanakuna, Monokufunda, Afri, Bodo. As this is was no one Baba. Every 5 years, send a Congress, I did it. Right now, Congress, Ikoko, those are the president. President, my term, 5 years, 5 years. In the 5 years, Oktanga, Gapera, Kana Congress, Mukani Zorera. So, my last 5 years, Tapera Manjimanji, then I could Zorora. Turn down Congress, Mosaka, Umwe. Aletunamira chivedzera tsoka dzangu maziwa mazuvangu kuzorora pedu chaenda kunozorora toenda kukongresi kotsvaka anotevedza tsoka dzangu dzamunhu mutapa mozvinzwa ndakurumainzei.
But that is it may. There are others from outside of the party who have their own agendas, who want to determine the course of which ZANU-PF should take. And if there's one thing which angers, which arouses the instincts of ZANU-PF, which really makes ZANU-PF starts having its feelers tweaked, its ears tweaked, like there is a insects start doing when there is an impending earthquake. It is the prospect of outside interference within the affairs of ZANU-PF and within the party. Ukadaro ZANU-PF, because you see, this is a party which lost so many people to be where it is today. It charted its own path. So it is very, very, very jealous of its independence and autonomy.
A war veteran must understand that the party is supreme. And the party set and resolved. And so shall we, as like any other person. Hakuna war veteran anotora authority or ownership of participating in the liberation struggle to tell the party what to do, for as long as you are a group of people and you are not the majority. And we also have this principle of the revolution which says minority is subordinate to majority. So that principle tells you that not a group of people will decide for the party and government, but the party decides. And so the president will proceed as demanded by the people. And if you don't comply with what the people are saying, isusu zvoti gwaramusanga ndiri kuti zvataurwa nevanhu ndozvaunotedzera. Kana ukangosina kutedzera zvataurwa nevanhu unenge wapanduka.
It's no longer a ZANU-PF agenda. It is a Zimbabwean agenda driven by all Zimbabweans. That our president, His Excellency Comrade Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, will lead this country to 2030 and rule this country. During that transformation agenda, His Excellency will ensure that his vision, which speaks about infrastructure development, which speaks about smart agriculture, which speaks about ICT development, which speaks about local governance development, which speaks about road construction, which speaks about dam construction, will be a benefit to every Zimbabwean regardless of color and creed and political persuasion.
Saka vanhu vakataura handigoni inini kugara pasi ndega with a few other people, and even the whole league cannot sit down and undo what was done by every country. What about an individual? What about a group of few other people who may want to think that it's not easy? It's not easy kuti a job proposwa nevanhu kuti ndorwanda propose. Kutonga, we don't compromise. We don't compromise pakutonga. Ne power, we don't compromise. So the people have spoken. The War Veterans League will stand by the president in the party, and we will continue doing so until final victory.
First and foremost, I must say that it is very disappointing that at this stage we are talking about that when the president himself has said he would not want to do that. He would not want to have the constitution changed precisely because of him, because that's exactly what's happening. So that is a very disappointing thing.
The attempt to force a third term for Emerson Mnangagwa and the inevitable constitutional amendments that will be required, the inevitable referendums that will be required for Emerson to achieve his aim is an agenda, is a program that is now constituting the biggest existential threat to Zimbabwe since independence. It is a disastrous agenda that has the potential of leading this country into a civil war. It is a disastrous agenda that has got the potential of leading this country into another coup. But this time around, it will not be the seamless coup of November 2017. This time around, it will be Armageddon. It will be a bloodshed.
Our constitution is very, very clear that a president serves a maximum of 2 terms of 5 years each. It makes it clear that any proposed amendments to extend term limits must be via a referendum. And even if the referendum succeeds, the president, the incumbent, shall not benefit from that extension. These calls are an affront to our democracy. They dent our image as a constitutional democracy. Further, it will cement the unfortunate international image that Zimbabwe has gained as a pariah state.
Ngavarambe vachimbotonga